Barbuda, and particularly the issue of Barbuda. I have a sister here. Sister, what's your name?
Sister Yaya Marin Coleman from Southside Belize City, representing African descendants racialized as black people. The people in Barbuda live on African way of life. They deal with African spirituality. They live with the land, not pan the land. They hunt, they farm, they fish, they work communally, they build their house together. They don't have to go to a bank or take out no loan for building no house. They don't have to pay no mortgage, they don't have to pay no rent. This is the liberty. Anywhere where African people live, we are kinfolk, we are family, so we have to come up on the ground and defend with Barbudans. Our kinfolk, they're not kinfolk, that's what sell out black people with a bag of money, sell out the African legacy and birthright. But Barbudan people not going to take it so. They want to stand up 10 toes deeper. African people globally, like we that Belize, stand 10 toes deeper. Remember, only the people will save the people.
Every day, every day. Appreciate it, and I'm glad that you come out here. We see here some members of the BLRCC home standing up here and bringing the message of Barbuda. Sister, Sister, can you tell us your name? Very good. And why are you out here today standing up?
I'm out here trying to bring some awareness to the fact that Barbuda is a small island, but yet still we have no voice at the Sids4 conference.
That is a big, big issue. We're going to deal with it. Good morning, brother. Tell me your name and why you're out here.
And I'm out here for Barbuda. And I'm also out here for all those other small island and developing states that will be affected by this Sids conference and the decisions that are made here. But yet, many of our civil society organizations like BLRC and Barbudans who are disenfranchised or they attempt to disenfranchise us, disconnect us from the land, we need to have a say. Sids will not work if we don't get the opportunity.
And let me just be clear here. You are a member of the Barbuda Council, the governing body on the island of Barbuda. And am I understanding correctly that Barbuda and Barbudans currently do not have a voice and a seat at the delegates table at the Sids4 hosted in Antigua and Barbuda?
Chairman of Barbuda Council is here, as well as a couple other council members. They came under the umbrella of a local entity. They did not come here in their own rights as decision makers, as Barbuda Council members who are responsible for the administering of the island of Barbuda and who will be key in terms of implementing whatever decisions come out of this city. We were not given the opportunity to be able to sit at the table and make those decisions.
What a disgrace in Antigua and Barbuda. We're going to be sharing the information here. I certainly look forward to having a more in-depth dialogue with you, but I'm glad that you're out here standing up for what you believe is right. Morning, brother.
Morning.
What's your name? And tell me why you're out here standing up.
Well, I'm here standing in solidarity with the Barbudans fans. This is Antigua and Barbuda. And we're tired of this government. Everything that they're doing to the country, the type of thing they're doing, even to the environment. And so we see it is hypocrisy at its highest level. I listen to the and all the other members while I was organizing. And it is embarrassing and a shame that this government organized this conference and totally ignore the Barbudans and even the leader and the members of His Majesty's Loyal Opposition. And I think that this government needs to start a government realizing that they would have won the election and they're working for the people of Antigua and Barbuda and not themselves. And so I have to make myself present here to show my solidarity with the Barbuda.
Thank you for being a good citizen, my brother. And we have a number of placards here. Sids duped to help destroy Barbuda is the caption of this one. This one says, Barbuda lands are not for sale. Brother, good morning.
Good morning, brother friend.
How are we doing?
I'm doing very well.
Good. Listen, we're standing up here on this corner today. Why are you here standing in solidarity today?
We're here in solidarity for Barbuda
which reads,
for three main issues.
Cabinet overrides environment division.
Rights to communal ownership of their lands.
Standing in
That's one.
solidarity with the
Two,
Barbuda.
ecocide being committed in Barbuda. That's the destruction of the environment by the PLH and even by the construction of the private airport strip in Barbuda. And three, the disaster economics or the disaster capitalism done by the Gaston Brown administration post 2017 after Hurricane Irma. So what? The Barbudan land rights, for hundreds of years, the Barbudans have always had enshrined in their laws and their customs their right to own the lands of Barbuda in common. And the Gaston Brown administration has decided to repeal that in 2017. And following that, they have decided to personally grab lands of Barbuda for themselves. Gaston Brown's wife, the MP responsibility for land, Maria Brown, she would have increased her lease, the Dulcian lease, from 15 acres to 85 acres. That is corruption, and that cannot continue.
My brother, you're a relatively young man, and I'm sure that you could be home sleeping or doing other things this morning. Why are you standing up out here as a youth, as a young person, defending the rights of Barbuda and speaking out to the ills that this government are perpetrating on the people of Antigua and Barbuda?
Because when we talk about environment and keeping our climate resilient, that isn't a topic that is pertinent.
What brings you out standing in solidarity with the Barbuda?
Impact my children, their grandchildren, even myself in the future. We have to make sure our ecosystems are thriving so we can have proper food security. Our agriculture is thriving so we can be able to feed ourselves as a nation. COVID came and showed us that if we rely on all imports, that we are not a self-sustaining country, we'll go to the dogs. And Gaston Brown, this administration, has been against agriculture, which is the destruction of land values, and against the environment, no matter what they tell you, because they are destroying the ecosystem in Barbuda by supporting the PLH development.
Well, my brother, we're going to have more conversations. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me this morning. As we move down the line here, I see the leader of the United Progressive Party, political leader and leader of the opposition in Parliament, Brother Jamal Pringle. Good morning, Brother Pringle.
Good morning.
We're here
Brother Franz. How are you?
on the scene.
I just want to ask you a simple question, the same question I've been asking everybody. I'm sure you're busy and you have a lot of things to do. Why are you standing up out here this morning?
Because I cannot be too busy for the cause of the Barbudans. I believe in what the Barbudans are standing up for, and I strongly support the efforts of the Barbudans. When you look at what we're faced with here in Antigua and Barbuda, as it relates to our environment, for government that I've heard championing the need for the larger countries to do more as it relates to climate change. It's the same government that is causing serious destruction to our environment based on the projects that they give the authority to develop our land. When you look at Antigua, when you look at Antigua, when you read the project, we would have seen the destruction of the mangrove of the region. We would have been protesting about that. Then we look over in our sister island, Barbuda. When you look at the PLH, normally during a hurricane, when the swells come in, it causes a break in the lagoon. Now the lagoon has a break of at least 2 kilometers that was caused by the developers of PLH. Now the lagoon is responsible for the sea life in Barbuda. And if we are so serious about climate change and the effects, how can we be contributing to that? How can we allow developers to move to that type of destruction? Another reason why I'm here, Brother Frank, is the fact that the Barbudans, they believe in the communal land ownership. It's something that they born and met generations after generation, and they still believe in it. And just in the name of land and grabbing the land of Barbuda, the Gaston Brown administration would have moved
towards repealing the Barbuda Land Act. Now moving towards ownership in Barbuda without consultation with the people of Barbuda, without the consent of the people of Barbuda. So here we have a government that is just imposing its way upon our sister isle without even consulting or having any regard for what they want for themselves. I believe if it's not dictatorship, it's nothing else. And I'm not for dictatorship. I believe in a system where both Antigua and Barbuda can survive with both systems of land, the land tenure or land situation in both countries. I'm here also because I believe that we, as the United Progressive Party, must stand up and stand out with the Barbuda. We must do everything that we can to preserve the lands in Barbuda. We understand that once a peace is sold, that it cannot go back to the people of Barbuda, and we are standing against that. And when we take office, we will do whatever it takes to ensure that the Barbudans have the rights to their land and the Barbudans have the say in what happens in Barbuda.
Hey, look, I just want to thank you so much for being an upstanding and good citizen and standing up with the people of Barbuda and for Antigua's environment. As we walk down the road here, I see another member of the United Progressive Party, Sister Pearl Quinn Williams. Sister Pearl, how are you this morning?
I am good.
And look, I know that you're always at the forefront of standing up for rights, standing up for justice in Antigua and Barbuda. I just want to ask you the same question I've been asking everybody else. Why are you here this morning in particular?
I feel the pain of our brothers and sisters in Barbuda, and I felt the need to stand in solidarity with them. We must stand up with our brothers and sisters. Today is Barbuda, tomorrow is Antiguans. We need to stand together as brothers and sisters in this island state of ours.
So,
Students have had a hard time with this administration. We look at how they've been treated. Their communal land rights have been taken away from them. This over generations, centuries and centuries is what they know and what they would like to maintain. And this administration is doing everything in its power to take that right away from them. And we need to stand in solidarity.
hey, look, your poster reads, lying hypocrites, stop destroying Barbuda lands. Do you believe that the policies of this government are currently destroying on a permanent basis the lands of Barbuda?
Not just Barbuda, but Antigua as well. When you give foreign investors carte blanche authority to do whatever they want with the environment, then you are destroying the environment forever. And in Barbuda, we have situations where developers are destroying the environment. Ramsar sites are being destroyed, and people's lives and livelihoods are at risk as a result of that.
Well, sister, just...
You go and speak at a Sids conference and talk about sustainability of the environment when you are one of the architects or the chief architect of the destruction of the environment.
Well, sister, I'm just telling you, I want to thank you for being a good citizen and standing up out here in defense of the environment of Antigua and Barbuda. And as we go down the road here, we see another placard reading, our environment is not sustainable. And that is in Antigua and Barbuda. Brother, why are you standing up this morning? Absolutely. I want to thank you so much. Brother Jonathan Joseph is here. Stop polluting fish breeding grounds, environmental destruction veiled as development. Look, Brother Joseph, we are here just at the dome out of the Sids conference. Could it be that the government of Antigua and Barbuda are polluting and destroying the environment of Antigua and Barbuda while standing up at Sids preaching how wonderful stewards they are.
And that makes them the biggest hypocrite there is when it comes to the environmental issues. And that's why I'm standing in solidarity with the Barbuda on this issue that are affecting them. And interestingly, the Sids session and something as critical as the environmental issues that the people in Barbuda are faced with. And one would have thought that someone like John Masterton would have been a part of this discussion where, on behalf of Antigua and Barbuda concerned. But as I said, they're big hypocrites. And so someone like John would not be in that room to speak freely about what is taking place on the sister island of Barbuda when it comes to the environmental issues. We say that we were people of it. But man's first occupation, Brother Franz, was to take care of the environment. And we are destroying the environment. And at the same time, we travel abroad in international forums and we are crying crocodile tears for funding to help us in our environment, and we're destroying the very environment. I say that they're big people.
Hey, look, thank you for standing up. Thank you for standing up. Morning, my brother. Same information, delayed solution. This brother here is standing up with us, draped in the flag of Antigua and Barbuda, because he disagrees with the issues that are carrying on. Hey, pickpocket government. Hey, how so is our government picking our pocket, my brother?
Pickpocket?
Yeah.
It's like they're taxing us to death, and it's just like the same of robbing the local indigenous Antiguans and Barbudans. Look how they're pickpocketing the people of Barbuda land from them, right in front of the face. What we going to do about it? Please, help! Help! Antigua need help.
A cry for help there from the brother. Antiguans and Barbudans, we have a lot of things to be concerned about here. There's so much that is happening. And I'm so glad to see this morning that we have bold, patriotic Antiguans and Barbudans who are standing up here and saying that they're not going to tolerate the environmental destruction that is happening in Antigua and more so in Barbuda. They're going to stand up and deal with the issue. And this morning, we see here a number of Antiguans and Barbudans who are saying that they are sick and tired of what is happening in Antigua and Barbuda. They are sick and tired of the Gaston Brown administration that has decided to just be pure hypocrites, liars when it comes to the environment. And we are saying that this is the time to stand up. This one says, you are nuts, Gaston. My brother, why you out here standing up this morning?
So, France, it's really important for Antigua to show the discourse as to what is happening to our small Antigua nation, Antigua Barbuda. And the reason why I'm here is to show my discourse, as I said, for what is clearly a mismanagement of our country's scarce resources and the abuse of our citizenry, the use of our lands for other than the right purpose in respect of the agricultural lands. The lands now are being taken up for housing and so on. And it's just totally disgust for me. And I just want to show my disgust and show my protest in this regard.
Hey, look, thank you for standing up this morning. My brother, your card said food security is a must. We can't eat house. I think everybody would agree with you on that one there. Definitely, and that is in reference to the fact that we have lost agricultural lands over Dunbars. We have lost agricultural lands throughout Antigua and Barbuda, and we have people, young, old, male and female, standing up against these issues. This one says, Sids duped to help destroy Barbuda. My brother, why are you out here this morning standing up?
Well, I'm standing up in support of the people of Barbuda. And my poster, as you just said, that Sids is duped. Because environmental protection doesn't only have to do with the environment. It has to do with preserving the environment, but preserve it for who? Preserve it for investors to come in and take, or preserve it for us? Barbuda has 300 years of land tenure that where they don't sell land and they preserve the land for themselves.
children and the children's children. And that is under threat by our government. And that is why I'm saying, as the head of Sids itself is being duped to finance and to help destroy Barbados.
We're going to continue to carry the message. We're going to continue to talk to the people who are out here this morning standing up. Again, this is a protest that wasn't planned with any significant duration and time. It is a protest that just good citizens get up and decide that they're going to talk about the issues. And we have another sign here, Save Dunbar's Land for Agriculture. Hey, good morning, Mr. Hall. How are you doing? Good, listen, nobody have to look for you when it comes to issues of the environment, when it comes to issues of agriculture. But why are you out here this morning standing up?
Well, many reasons. We're talking about the environment, we're talking about land being destroyed. So we have to be out here. We hear a lot of talk for the last 1994 till now about saving the environment. But you don't see no action, you don't feel anything happening there. You're going to get money for this, that, and the other, but you don't see anything happening. So we hear where this money going. We want to bring the sick aware. And the government's money is not distribution. They need the government police these exercises that they do and make sure that the money is used for what it's intended to. So that is my 2 cents.
Hey, look, we don't have to look for you. We want to thank you for standing up as a good citizen in Antigua and Barbuda. And as we walk down the picket line here this morning, same information, delayed solution. Morning, sister.
Good morning, Frank.
How are you?
Good. You heard this yesterday?
Yes. I learned about it yesterday. And like you, we don't have to wonder about it. We are here, standing up for Antigua and Barbuda. Appreciate you being on the firing line every time. Integrity, not dishonesty. It certainly is dishonest when you stand up in front of the Sids people and tell them all kind of glowing and wonderful things about the environment. But ye the lands in Barbuda and all over the place, including agriculture lands, are being taken away. Sister, why are you here? Thank you, sister, for standing up as a good citizen of Antigua and Barbuda. Save Barbuda from environmental destruction. And that is what people are talking about here. They're standing up this morning with all kinds of message, telling Antiguans and Barbudans that they have to come to the table. Morning. How are you doing? Good. Thank you for coming out and standing up for Antigua and Barbuda. We don't have to look for her. She's always on the firing line and making things happen. And here we're back where we started this morning. We're going to bring this particular live to an end right now. But we're going to come back to you, give you an update shortly, keep you posted about what's happening here in Antigua. I want to ask those who are on the line live or who have viewed the live to share this live widely with everybody you know. Tag hashtag Sids4, that is the number 4, SIDS, the number 4, Antigua, so that the people from Sids will see and hear what it is that we are talking about and the hypocrisy of the government of Antigua and Barbuda. This is Franz de Freitas, keeping it real, staying on the ground, standing up for Antigua and Barbuda. We're going to talk again soon.